Hey guys, I'm Janvi and today I'm going to be making a video on the differences and the similarities of BA and BSc in psychology, similarly MA and MSc in psychology. So I would like to thank Hannah Mary, who's currently pursuing her MA in clinical psychology from SNDT Churchgate, and she has done her BSc from a university in South. So she helped me with her insights as she has done her BSc and I have done my BA in psychology from St. Xavier's College, and I'm doing my MA from SNDT University again in counseling psychology. So we have unique experiences. So thank you so much for sharing your experience, Hannah, and I'll be happy to share it with everybody else. So when you know that when you go for a degree course, you don't directly begin with the subject you want to study. For example, I knew that I wanted to major in psychology, but that full psychology comes only in your third year. Before that, colleges, it has a lot of other courses also which are supposed to take. So in BA we had 3 compulsory courses, which was a special course. Special course changes every semester. So for example, first semester it's environmental studies, second semester it was value education, third semester it was human rights. So it changes, every, and fourth semester was like cross, for in Xavier's it was like a cross faculty course. So if I'm an art student, I'm supposed to take a science course. So I take nutrition and reproductive health, but you could take zoology or physics or mathematics and all of those kinds of options that you had. So that was compulsory special course. Apart from that, we had English, which was compulsory, Hindi or French, which is another compulsory language, and these 3 were compulsory. Apart from that, we were supposed to take 3 other subjects, which were out of a lot of options. So every college offers different options. Some colleges offer political science, some colleges offer philosophy, some colleges offer ancient Indian culture. So it depends on what you want as a combination. You have to choose your college accordingly. So in Xavier's, for example, they offer anthropology and they don't offer philosophy. Similarly, they offer political science and history as well, but in some colleges you will not find these courses. Some colleges even offer geography, so you have to find out which college will offer you the courses that you desire. So apart from these compulsory courses, I picked 3 courses which were not compulsory, which were my choice. So those were Hindi literature, which was like Hindi ancillary. So this was apart from the Hindi compulsory, I had a Hindi literature. Then psychology, of course, because I wanted to major in psychology, and sociology. These were the 3 subjects I had picked. Now, in the first year, these were the 6 subjects that we had. In the second year, the 3 subjects that we choose by ourselves, they have 2 papers of each of these 3 subjects. So, for example, psychology had 2 papers. In first year, it was just psychology. In second year, there were 2 psychology, 2 sociology, and 2 Hindi literature papers. And apart from that, we also had our special course and say English, that was compulsory. So for Hindi, I had so in second year we had like instead of special course, we also had an applied course. So in that I had taken psychology of adjustment. So the 2 papers of psychology I had in my second year were social psychology and developmental psychology, which is at least in University of Mumbai, it's the same in all colleges. So every colleges will have these 2 subjects. Apart from that, psychology of adjustment was a subject which is offered by my college. Sometimes other colleges offer different courses. My college also offered psychology of gender. So you have to choose between those. So I hope I'm clear. In the first year you have 6 subjects. In the second year you have total 8 papers, but you don't have 8 subjects, because out of the 8 papers, 3 are the subjects which have 2 papers each. So sociology had Indian and Western sociology. History had Indian and global history. Similarly, say Hindi literature had media and Sahitya separate. So it just depends on each and every college. Now in the third year, we have 6 subjects, 6 papers of psychology, for which you need to score well throughout in your first and second year. So on the basis of that, so the reason why we do a lot of other courses, I believe, is so that you can make a choice, whether you want to major in sociology or you want to do psychology. Because when you study a little bit of all of these courses, you genuinely realize what your true passion is. So because I knew a lot of students who came with the intention of getting psychology as a major, they ended up changing their subjects because they got more interested in another subject. So just for that reason, we also have other subjects to deal with. However, if you have taken psychology as your major in your third year, Then you have 6 papers, which are your cognitive psychology, abnormal psychology, industrial psychology, then counseling psychology, psychometrics, and you have practicals. Now I'll talk about BSc. BSc is exactly the same in your third year, okay, and the format is the same in your first and second year too. But the subjects that you choose, these 3 subjects that I spoke about, that you are supposed to choose apart from these compulsory, so even they have the 3 compulsory subjects, which are, say, one language was like English was compulsory. Apart from that, one language was compulsory, whether that's Hindi or Malayalam, for example, in the case of Hannah's college. And the third was, for example, the special course. So that's supposed to be compulsory. But these 3 subjects which you're choosing by yourself, in that you know that you want to do psychology, so your psychology is fixed. The other 2 can be, say, physiology or neurobiology. So these other 2 subjects will be related to science. Whereas in a BA course, these subjects will be related to arts. So I chose sociology and Hindi literature, whereas somebody in a BSc will choose something like physiology and neuroscience or something like that. So the major difference, is that they have these kinds of a difference in the course. Whereas in the second year, again, when psychology has 2 papers, then they will again have social and developmental psychology. But for example, if they have physiology as their other subject, in which place I had sociology, so then they might have 2 different papers on physiology. And similarly the third subject. So the major difference is what what other subjects you're studying apart from your psychology. And now a lot of people who study these degree courses think कि ये क्या waste time waste है, कि अब मुझे तो psychology पढ़ना है, I want to study psychology, why should I study sociology and waste my time. But honestly, this gives you a very big perspective if you're open minded about it. It gives you a holistic idea of and you look at your subject with the eyes of that other course that you choose. So for example, if I was in a college like Mithibai, first I was in 11th 12th, I was in that college and I wanted to continue. When I thought of continuing, I picked my subjects were, I believe, philosophy, sociology and psychology. So I wanted to see psychology, although psychology is a branch of philosophy, but I wanted to see it from that perspective. Whereas when I came to Xavier's, they did not offer philosophy, so I chose Hindi literature. So that gave me a very different aspect to seeing psychology. Sociology gave me a totally different aspect, seeing marks, seeing the behavior of the society, seeing how society functions. It gives me a totally different idea of psychology. But if you're a BSc student, for example, so your focus is more on the science, so you will see physiology, you will see the physiological aspects of psychology. So your focus, you will start seeing and this is when you become like a professional. So I feel that is where the difference in BSc and BA matters, because how you see, for example, Sigmund Freud, he was a very well known physician first, and then he became so he saw his education was in science, right? So the way he saw everything was with that perspective. But somebody like Eric Fromm did his PhD in sociology, so he saw psychology from a very sociology perspective, and like he mixed the 2. So I feel that's where you can see the difference. A lot of people are interested in studying brain and the biological basis of psychology or your human behavior, then I think BSc is a great option. But if you want to see it from an art perspective, which is study of society or political science, in fact taking something like political science, I wanted to take that, but in Xavier's we do not have an option of, we had an option between political science and psychology, so I couldn't choose both together. But maybe if you have that as an option, or if you have history as an option, so you look at history and you see psychology from a history perspective, I think that's what makes the difference. But your major subjects, they remain the same. So your third year subjects and everything else will stay exactly the same. So what you study in psychology does not change with BSc or BA, but what you study along with it definitely changes. And for example, BSc may focus more on statistics. In the second year they have statistics as a main paper. So what your course has to offer apart from psychology itself makes the difference between BA and BSc. Similarly, MA, MSc, the subjects, I mean, in fact, in South, psychology is not everywhere psychology is recognized as an art stream. So that's why they have MSc and BSc in, so a lot of people don't have only the option of doing an MA in psychology, because psychology is considered as a branch of science, and that's why it comes under MSc. So a lot of people who do MSc from, say, South, it's the same, they very similar to what we do in MA. The only difference is that every college has a different method of teaching, and they give different options in their subjects. So that's what makes a difference. So for example, Xavier's offered psychology of adjustment. Maybe some other college may have offered something like applied social psychology or something like that. So what your college offers at every semester that is what differs, but otherwise largely the portion remains the same. The subfields remain the same. Like in masters, we have subfields like psychology, we have neuroscience, and we have positive psychology, and all of these different courses. So after all, your uh, overall degree and your qualification remains the same. You can pursue psychology with both the degrees, but I feel that your major perspective changes. So if you're somebody who's more interested in, say, clinical stuff or cognitive stuff, and this is my personal opinion, more in cognitive as in related to study of mind and how memory works and all of that, then I feel like doing a BSc is a better option. But if you're more interested in, say, learning about the society, how the society affects human behavior, and the changing society and the generation and parents and relationships and all of those things, then I think BA is a better option. So if you are lucky enough that you have the option to choose between MSc or MA and BSc and BA in a place like Mumbai, then you should make an informed choice, is what I feel. Most of the people will be like, "Nee, wo to same hai," but I feel that your background of a subject does make a difference to how you perceive it. So I feel that, yeah, you should choose, either of the two based on what you're genuinely more interested in. People who just hate science and hate biology and all of that, it's better that you choose BA, because your overall experience for me has been very valuable. Like for me, studying sociology has taught me so much. Studying Hindi literature taught me so much, because I use all of those songs and music and art and poetry in my psychology. So I feel that it definitely makes a difference, and if anyways you have to study it, then why not love your studies? So I hope this video helps. If you still have questions, you can mention in the comments. I will definitely try my best to answer them as soon as I can. All the best. Take care.